Hello and welcome, Wargamers! Josh and Luca here from MiniWarGaming.com presenting to you the new 3rd edition of Bloodfields. It's going to be a 400-point game today, and I'll be playing the Dragon Empire, and he's playing frogs.
Man, I love frogs.
We play and call it work.
Bloodfields.
Here we have the Dragon Empire. I'll be piloting them today. This here is going to be my commander, General Yoshimaru. You don't really need a commander. This guy just so happens to be one, so I figured, why not make him lead the force?
See, your most expensive?
He is my most expensive.
Well, that's another good reason.
That's another dang good reason, isn't it? That's why I think he's my most expensive. Technically, we got Shinda riding Kirin here. Equally expensive. Both are 85 blood points.
This one a commander, though?
Fair.
Doesn't have the commander rule?
That does not have the commander rule.
Doesn't sound like they're in charge. Doesn't matter, but, you know.
That's fair. Alright, second in command, maybe. Here we have Senenhi. He will be an Archmage of Fire, and he is going to be our main support piece. Naru, the Exile. Our support pieces, we're going to bring a pair of Ashigaru today. And of course, one sneaky boy, also known as the Nameless Ninja.
Now, let's take a look at my Sullen Swamp Folk. My big bad model here will be Beastoise, who is a Swamp Folk commander. I forgot that was his name. We also have Lariel the Menace. Next up, Morg the Swatter. Ribbits the Elusive. My magical support is Quake the Mystic, running the School of Nature. Next up, my favorite model, No Mercy, No Forgiveness. This is Croak the Ambusher. Another commander that's not, in a big impressive turtle. This is Nalira Naturalist. And for my support, a trio of shroom spores.
Josh and I have figured out the deployment phase already for you guys. Josh won the initiative. He got to start deploying first. I got to choose my table side. I went with this one over here. We are playing one of the new 3rd edition scenarios. Subject to change for now. It is early. Josh and I have figured out who is going to have initiative. He won the roll-off. I was able to pick the side to deploy on. I went with this one over here. We're fighting in the ruins in a section of a town here. And Josh got to go ahead and deploy first with his forces, and then I, back and forth with our models. Now, we're playing one of the new 3rd edition scenarios. It is still subject to change as of now, though everything's kind of in its final stages at this point. There are 4 objectives, one in every quarter of the battlefield. You cannot do anything with your own objectives other than simply protect them away from the enemy. The goal is to defend your own objectives while pushing into enemy territory and trying to stake a claim to theirs. Now, if at any point at the end of any round, and it will be 5 rounds like before, I believe it was 5 rounds before, it might have been 4 before though, but could be 5. You score points equal to a quarter of what we're agreeing to play. We're playing a 400-point game, so each flag you control is going to be worth 100 points that round. Now, once you control one of the flags or objectives in your opponent's deployment zone, you can no longer control it or get the victory points for controlling it until the last round of the game, which unlocks every single one of the objectives for either player to go for. And then there will be worth a bunch of extra bonus points with whatever's left at the end of the game. Now, the primary objective of Bloodfields is still to engage and destroy the enemy forces. So whatever units you end up killing, you will get 100% of their blood points converted over to victory points. Now, they did change how you claim objectives, at least for this scenario. You simply just have to have more models within 3 of it than your opponent does. Now, one thing to note is claiming objectives is a little different, at least in this scenario, compared to last edition. You simply have to have more models within 3 of it than your opponent does. So you don't have to have 2 more than what your opponent does have available there. And again, you can only claim it once in the game up until turn 5 anyways. I know I said that before, but just trying to... I almost missed that one myself, so I'm just trying to send it home there. Now, if you guys are interested in getting into Bloodfields, look no further than the description down below. That is going to have 2 different links, one directly to Bloodfields and one directly to Titanforge. Titanforge makes Bloodfields, but they have their own individual website for Bloodfields. You can build your list for free. You can check out all the rules of the game for free, and you can check out what units you have available in certain armies and realms, and you can kind of throw together lists even before you know what the game's all about. out. It's all free, and you can go check it out online. Just go to the description down below. Great game and easy to get your friends into to boot. And we've gone through the inspiration phase, very same as the previous edition for anyone who played a lot of Bloodfields or anyone who's looking to get into Bloodfields. You pretty much generate one per non-support piece in your list. And then if your entire force is within your army line, you gain 1 additional inspiration, which I'm all Dragon Empire and you're all frogs.
Sullen Swamp Folk.
Sullen Swamp Folk specifically. Yeah. Well, they call them frogs, though. There's one not frog. Actually,
there's a couple not frogs.
There might be a couple not frogs, actually. And then the major changes you're going to see in third is a lot of changes to supports. As they come up, I'll mention them because there's quite a bit. This one in particular shows up right now. Supports don't generate 1 into the pool that you can divvy out to your characters. They generate 1 for themselves individually. So both my Ashigaru get a support. You can never allocate support to them, you can never allocate inspiration to them in this phase. However, non-support pieces within 6 of your support can drain their inspiration and use it for themselves, which is kind of the purpose of support from last edition. Apparently, people were just hiding them in a corner.
That's lame. Yeah, I don't think either of us ever thought to do that.
I didn't think to do that. No, the support were always up front dying.
Neat. Get up there, do stuff.
Exactly.
Play the game.
So now the new rules pretty much say if you want to use support, the support have to play the game as well. So I don't mind because it doesn't change anything for us. We're already playing that way. The other thing to note is supports only ever count as 1 model near an objective. So if I had both of my Ashigaru on 1 objective, they would only ever count as 1. That's another change to supports. That is relevant-ish now, I suppose. More or less, I didn't want to be playing and then Josh not know about that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. That's fair.
That's fair. I only just recalled that myself right now. Now, we're going to start activating. You have initiative. You dictate who you want to go first, and it's the same rule as last time. If you make me go first, you keep the initiative for next round.
I'll make you go first.
That makes sense. I understand that completely, so I'm just going to go ahead and study up on my Dragon Empire cards for the 14th time and see who I want to activate first. I'm going to go with Naru the Exile first. We're going to move him up. Everything moves 4 now. So we're just going to get him up. Well, he has a rule called Lone Vagabond. When you go to activate him, he does a free move action. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So he's going to move. And then we're going to move a couple more. It's going to be so aggressive. We're just going to move all the way up. We're going to move a full 12 inches
You're just going to go for it?
And see where that takes us. Yeah, why not? You know what? We're going to go 4. We're going to end up about here. Just behind that cover, I think. Against any malicious missile attacks in that direction.
Okay.
So you have Lone Vagabond move. That Lone Vagabond lets him also freely leave combat, which is not something you can normally do.
That's fancy.
And then that is it. That's all 2 of his actions done.
I'm just going to have the Shroom Spores go. So he's going to walk out about 1.5 to there. And then he's going to go forward about another half. And then he's going to go forward another 2. He's just going to...
Happy mushroom sounds right there. He has another action if you want.
I don't know where I want him to end up. Now I got to think about it more.
Oh, you know what? We'll be right back. Here they are. We're setting up some bouncy castles.
There might be.
Yeah. Oh, there's a third one.
There's shrooms everywhere, dude.
Now, the main rule for the Sullen Swamp Folk here now is that they automatically pass terrain checks.
Yes.
So if they start their turn in ruins, woods, or swamps, normally they have to roll the die, and on a 1, something bad happens. The frogs, the toads, and the mushrooms, and then the weird swamp wizards don't care about that. Why I did not deploy in ruins myself. Ruins do damage to you if you start your turn in them and you roll a 1, because you kind of like roll your ankle. And if anyone who rolls their who has rolled their ankle in their life will understand the pain of that. I'm not one of those people.
You've never rolled your ankle?
I've never rolled my ankle to the point where I'd have to remember the pain of it. Though my friend Andrew, this little anecdotal out of nowhere, we went to a trampoline park. We were super hyped to go to this place for like a week and a half. The first bounce he does, he rolls his ankle, has to go to the hospital. Man's never been on a trampoline.
He rolled a 1. He rolled a 1.
He rolled a 1. And that's what happens. Don't roll your ankles. I think we're going to activate our Nameless Assassin here, our Nameless Ninja. We're going to move him. He has a rule called Unstoppable. It's a passive. He can only ever be targeted by enemies within 8 of them. Our Nameless Assassin, Nameless Ninja, is just going to move up to here. From there to there. 2 move actions done.
We're just going to do a little move on my favorite turtle.
Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like him at all. I've never liked him, and I want to avoid him. But typically, he's pretty hard to avoid. My turn. I think it's time to activate perhaps Shinda on Kirin. Man, I don't even know what I want to activate. Let's do our support pieces themselves. Why not? We're going to have this Ashigaru move probably, we're going to right up to there. We're going to move into Yeah, we'll go into the ruins there. It's a little risky, but as long as no frogs get in there, it's not that risky. The other support.
I'll make this awful for you eventually.
Yeah, no, this is going to be awful eventually. We're going to move the Ashigaru up into the ruins up there as well. And that's my support action done.
Ribbit's going to go. Ribbit's is elusive. So I'm going to be jumping to here.
Boop.
And then use that to jump up over here.
They still have the fancy frog jump mechanic. So as long as you land on a mushroom cap, you get to...
Not everybody has got the frog jump, but...
The frogs have the frog jump.
You better believe Ribbit's. The frogs that look like they can jump on top of stuff can jump on top of stuff. Okay, so Ribbit's going to go, and he's going to fire his short bow. That buddy boy there.
Naru the Exile. He used to have a rule against shooting. I can't remember what it was. He doesn't have it anymore.
Okay, so there's going to be 3 dice because I'm in half range.
What's your range mastery?
I'm range mastery 1, and then within 6 of the big fella, all mastery +1.
Oh, okay. So you're mastery 2.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter here.
It doesn't matter here. But I'm just explaining some of the changes.
That's fair, absolutely.
I will go ahead and spend that up, though.
Make that 3 hits.
Yes, sir.
Now, the nice thing about the mastery system in 3rd is they made it identical to the armor system, which I thought worked really well, and this one also works really well. So for every level of mastery you have above 0, you can convert one of the mastery symbols on the dice to a hit. Boom. And then with the inspiration, these become hits as well, just to show it how it physically happens. So 3 successes against Naru the Exile. I'm not going to have cover, because clearly I don't. And I got to do 3 saves. Maybe I should explain how the cover works. As long as you could draw a line from your base to any part of my base without going over this, no cover. I am going to look at my rules. Actually, do you have piercing or anything on him?
Nope.
All right, so I get my full armor save, which is going to be 0, clearly.
Very good.
We're going to make 1 naturally, and then I'm going to use the inspiration to make that a success as well, so I'll take 1 hit. A total of 6 health. He can take 5 more of those little bow shots. I'm sure that'll be what gets him.
Well, I have uncatchable, so after each attack, I gain a frog leap action.
Goodbye. He's going to go right back to the mushroom and right back to safety. So he popped
boing, and then he's going to go over here and go boing.
Oh, okay.
And then he's going to go back over here and go boing.
There you go.
Because he can, I guess.
I gotta
you know what?
kill
No,
these
he's going to just go to here.
Now that you can't spawn these things as much anymore, maybe I do kill the little mushroom caps and see what happens. Maybe. Okay, that's kind of cool. So you can't grow the mushrooms anymore, but if I try to commit to killing
Or at least
one,
not with what I have. There might be stuff that can grow mushrooms.
That's true. There might be something.
I haven't looked through all of it. But basically, these guys, when they die, roll a d6 on a 4, 5, or 6. I deploy 2 shroom spores adjacent to you.
Oh, I like that a lot. 1, 2, 3, they're dead. But the odds of that working out for me are not great.
Half the time it works every time.
So I'm probably better off not attacking them at all.
Now, I can force you to attack them, though, so I do have the sweet scent.
Oh, no!
So they can spend 1, so this round, when an enemy in combat with you uses an attack, it must target you if possible.
Also, like little bodyguards.
They can be, yeah.
I like that. Okay. Overall, pretty nice, fun change for them. Try something with Shinda on Kirin. It's Cav. It's fast, so we get to actually move 5 instead of 4. We're going to move to about this point here. I'm going to measure a little more precisely in a moment. And we're going to use one of their effortless abilities for an inspiration. It's Magical Beast. Shinda, or Kirin here, absorbs the magic from any mage with an 8, and I get to cast a spell from their character card. So he has a...
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you could do it yours or mine, but I'm only going to be in range of mine. Just got to get the measurements right. Hoping to fire a dragon missile from Sen and He has one that's got penetration 1, so he can eat through a little bit of armor at whatever that toad is. But
he's Morg the Swatter.
Morg the Swatter is about an inch too far away, so we're going to cast that at that instead, that mushroom.
My little shroom spore?
Now, I do have to still cast the spell, and it's I need a 6 to cast it, and we are Arcane Mastery 2, so I'm going to roll 2 dice. Magic works the same way. I add 2 to the highest roll, and I want to get a 6. So I need a 4 on the high die. So that'll be a 6. It works, and I cast a Dragon Missile, which hits you X amount of times equal to my model's Arcane Mastery, so you just take 2 hits. But it ignores
2 hits?
It ignores 1 level of armor if you even have any.
Nope. Come on, little buddy.
He takes 1. Unless you want to take none.
He doesn't have a whole lot else he's going to use his inspiration for right now, so sure, I'll just take none.
Boom. The magic just bounces off the soft body of the mushroom. That was a move to get there, so I guess I could move. Well, it doesn't matter. I could have moved, done the spell, moved back, but I'm happy being there anyways.
L'Ariel's going to go. I'm going to frog jump.
Ooh, right.
Because L'Ariel can frog jump. Frog leap, rather, but I'm going to keep saying jump. So anyways, I'm going to bounce off of this, and then just keep going. So I'm going to send her, I just want it within 6 here.
Gotcha.
Because I'm going to sticky tongue and say, come over here for a minute.
No. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, come here a minute.
No.
So sticky lick.
Yeah. Mastery.
I'm gonna be mastery 1 for being close to Beastoise.
Beastoise inspires. That's a hit. I guess I do a save. Let's see what we get. Nope, that ain't gonna do nothing. I take a damage. I assume everything's just 1 damage, unless that's damage times 2.
It doesn't have damage, no.
My guy, boosh, and then I get pulled into you.
It simply says target's on a small base, move it into combat.
All right, so you go, boop. Hello. Was that an effortless ability?
No, that was an attack. So the frog leap went, and then I did a sticky lick.
Okay. Well, my turn, I suppose. The good general is going to activate. We're gonna move. So it'll be 3 to there. That's 4 to there. We're gonna go another 3, 4. We're gonna end up around this area. Don't mind that spot. Could be good, could be bad. We'll see. I'm gonna use, that's 2 actions. I am going to use 2 of my 3 inspiration. It's Will of the Dynasty. You give another target ally within 8 inches 2 inspiration, or you give them a move action, an attack action, or a charge action. We're going to give the Exile an attack action to bonk Lariel on the head, I suppose. I feel like the Exile is going to die.
No, it's fine.
We're going to take an extra damage on him. He gets the soul swing. If he applies the damage to himself, he doubles the amount of damage he deals with his melee attack.
Oh, jeez, okay.
So everything will do 2 damage on this attack. There's going to be 4 attacks at Mastery 2. That's 2 hits? Yeah, I have no way to... Well, I can't do anything with the misses, so... That's 2 hits, but they each do 2 damage for each fail.
That's kind of scary. So I'm going to have 2 saves. I'm mastery 1 because I've got Beastoise nearby.
Ooh, armor 1? Well, you passed the
Sorry.
1. Yeah. 2 damage. Not bad. Be it for my guy, it's all his actions done.
We're going to do our boy Croak here. And we're just going to do a little hippity-hoppity.
Oh, he's going to hop and then declare a charge?
Boop. Yeah, and he's just going to end up there. Now, I could say no forgiveness and just get a free charge out of this. And then I can maybe swing after in case I don't take you out, because I'm only throwing 3 dice.
I only have 3 health left.
Yeah, so... But then I can't spend it on... I should have given him more inspiration. Let me reconsider this. I think I'll just spend off... I'll opt to spend... No, I'll spend off this one.
Sure. Boop. That works. And is that no forgiveness?
No forgiveness. So after a jump, I can spend 1 to get a charge action.
All right, charge action away. And that doesn't count towards your once around charge action either, which is pretty fun, but I suppose it depends if you kill him. You get a free attack action now off this charge.
All right, so this is an exalted charge.
Didn't matter. Exalted.
Not at all.
Yeah, exalted means he can flip all inspirations to successes without spending inspiration as long as he charged.
It's not great because his mastery level is 0.
What?
But
no, is it 1?
It's 1 for nearby.
So 1 it is?
1 it is.
I have a singular save, which I actually dodge out of the way, naturally.
Oh no! Well, I think I'm just going to hit you with my slime sword again.
Yeah, he still has 1 more action left.
Yep.
All right, slime sword it is. Mastery 1 apparently. But the charge is done.
So the charge... Yeah, so I'm not exalted anymore.
Correct, yeah.
So I'll go ahead and just spend this.
To make that a hit, and that a hit.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Well, I only have 3 health left, so I need to roll a natural dodge again, or I die, because I have no inspiration. So we go down. The Exile is assassinated by the frog guy.
That's Croak the Ambusher.
Croak the Ambusher got him. The 60 victory points for the frogs. When he goes down, he does cast a Dragon Missile, and an enemy within 12 will take 1 hit for every Arcane Mastery Nolan had. He did have 2 Arcane Mastery. Now, I don't have any of these guys have a lot of rules that interact with Dragon Missiles. Too far away for that. I'm going to try and take out Lariel if I can get lucky, if you fail 2 saves.
It'd be really cool if I didn't. Be really cool if I didn't.
Oh, I got inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem, no damage.
So I'm just going to spend that.
Oh, not ideal losing a big piece like that right away. Our wizard is going to move, I suppose. We're going to move up our 4, and that shroom's within 12. We're going to try and bully it. Go ahead and cast, use a magical action now as our second one. He's an Archmage of Fire, so he gets to cast 3 spells. His built-in one is that Dragon Missile with Penetration we've seen earlier. I'm going to try and cast that first. We got it with the 5 high. We just need to get to a 6, adding our Arcane Mastery. So you take... He's Arcane Mastery 3. That'll be 3 hits on the mushroom.
3 hits on my mushroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just saving it up. He might die, I guess.
I think he's going to die.
Yep. Because he has no inspiration, and no cover, and no armor. So, does he die, or does he become 2 mushrooms?
Okay, I'm looking for a 4, 5, or 6.
Oh!
He becomes 2 mushrooms.
I do get the blood points for killing him. but he becomes 2 mushrooms. You go base contact with him, he gets removed. I am awarded with 15 victory points, and then I continue my 2 more magic actions.
You have more magical actions, so I'm going to go behind instead.
Yeah, because they won't be in range for the other ones. Nothing else within 12. He's pretty much like all explosive fire magic, so he can do quite a bit of damage, but
It's scary.
he has no more spells to cast for now, and that will end his activation.
We're going to do Quag. So we're going to use our Stingy Pet and put a dot onto the good general there.
Gotcha. Go ahead and put that on him. Damage over time works, I think, almost identically. He doesn't have to start taking damage until the end of his activation, which will be next round.
And I'm just going to move up. Oop. I'm a frog.
Would you like to do any other actions?
I will go ahead and I will cast Wrath of Nature. So I choose any passable terrain. All enemies in this terrain and in 2 take 2 hits.
Passable terrain?
Yes.
Yes, that is pretty much everything but like giant rocks and like solid buildings. So like that's passable. This is all passable. Pretty much the whole board's passable terrain.
I think I will pick this piece of passable terrain.
Absolutely.
Mastery 1. This is a 6 to cast, so I think I got to show a 5.
5 high.
Nope.
No, it fails.
Doesn't work. I get another one, but
He's a regular mage, I assume.
he's a regular mage, yeah.
So he gets 1 more spell.
The other spells aren't going to matter here, because I don't think I can cast the same one more than once.
Right.
So we're hunky-dory there.
And I'm done activating. I got a much more elite force than the Sullen Swamp Folk here, so Josh can finish all his activations.
I'll activate Nalira. She's going to get to have one of my little mushrooms do a little mushroomy move.
Oh, nice.
Because she's a commander. So you little mushroom, just move up. Boop. Up you go, little fella. And then I got to figure out where I want to end up. I don't mind her guarding this terrain, but I also want to start moving her this way because she can heal stuff. Morg is just going to start with a frog leap, and I'm just going to end up somewhere over here.
Oh, you're going to go bounce, bounce, bounce. Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah. We'll just end up, you know what, I'm going to end up back over here, and I'm happy enough with that.
Is that your last
So
activation?
it'll be bounce, 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 bounce.
All right, that works.
That should be my last activation, yeah.
Okay, that'll be it for the first round. No one's scoring any of the primary points for the objectives because you can't score your own until the 5th turn with whatever is remaining, which I can't expect there will be much.
Probably not a ton.
And so far, Josh is winning with 60 points because I lost the exile and I got 15. So you got a 45-point lead for now as we go to the second round of the game. Now, you have initiative. Do you want to go first or do you want to hold on to it and let me go first? Unless you want to think about it.
Yeah, let me think about it. Yeah, I'll hold on to it, let you go first.
Me. Oh, yes.
Luca.
I gotta do inspirations. Put 3 on General Yoshimaru, none on our ninja, 1 on Senin He, and then, yeah, it's
That's the cousin.
Yeah, that's his cousin there, yeah. I got 1 on Shinda on Kirin here as well. Now I'm gonna activate first. I'm probably gonna go with the wizard first to try and get as much explosions as I can going on over there. We're gonna move forward that way, and we're gonna use our second action on magical nonsense. We're gonna start by casting a dragon missile against the frog assassin.
No!
Ribbits?
No, that's Croak.
Croak.
Ribbits the elusive is the archer.
Oh, the archer, I see. So we're gonna cast dragon missile first. We got it with a 7 high, and then you take 3 hits at piercing 1. Just if you have any armor, you lose 1 of it.
I've only got 1 armor.
All right, it's penetrating 1. All right, so you take 2.
Yeah, nothing I do about that.
Then he does have a passive I forgot to use. Actually, no, it wasn't relevant last time. It's called Twin Breath. Once per round. Never mind. I went to go decide to read it after. It has to be another ally casting that spell for... He can make them cast it twice. I will go ahead and cast my second spell, though. Fireball! We're going to target... we'll target Lariel with this one. It'll hit everything within 3 of Lariel. So it'll hit that little mushroom.
Oh, no.
The assassin and Lariel. Probably just those 3, though. I don't think it's going to hit the guy behind
Yeah,
him.
you're just out of there.
Yeah, I thought so. Hiya! I got a 7, which I think is good enough. So that'll hit all 3 elements. His magic missile 4, so they're all hit with it. So I got to resolve them 1 at a time. He's mastery 3, so that's going to be 3 hits.
Cool.
This one
That's into my little assassin?
You get your armor against this though. You can inspire to take nothing.
I do believe I probably will, yeah.
All right, yeah, you can do that, guys.
We'll use his inspiration.
And then we'll roll against Lariel. That'll be 4 hits on Lariel because I'm going to use this Ashikar's inspiration. Yeah. I assume you'd like to... well, Lariel probably doesn't have armor.
Lariel does not have armor, but Lariel's got 4 wounds, so...
Yeah, we're gonna probably inspire that.
Yeah, because it's just I get +1 to all my masteries, which
Yes.
should not be armor. So
Not armor,
I will
yeah.
inspire, and I'll end up taking 1.
And then we're gonna resolve it against the little mushroom there. That will be. I don't want to use this guy's inspiration. I guess I'll take this Ashigaru. He's within 6. His inspiration to make that 3 hits on that little spore in the back.
No, not my spore.
If I could get lucky and it dies, you lose a little bouncing area there, which could be kind of cool.
He doesn't have any armor.
Yeah, he takes 3.
He's dead.
Does he spawn more though? No.
No, he's just dead.
I get 15 points. His last spell is going to be Lava Lance, or Lava Bolt. It's just simple Magic Missile 3. It's easy to cast, though. Yeah, I think I got it with a 6. That was 5 to cast. Magic Missile 3. Still have Inspiration on him. I'm going to try and take out Lariel the Menace, I guess. That'll be 2 hits. I'm not going to
2 hits on Lariel?
Yeah, I'm not going to use Inspiration.
You probably get me here. Oh,
Unless that might be within 6 to save
yeah,
it.
that's a stretch.
It's off by about
7.
So we got Lariel.
No.
Flinging a lot of magic.
That's 45.
Ooh, nice, okay. This guy's got a lot of magic damage. That is Henin Shi done. I did it again. Senin He done.
I don't want to lose Croak, so we're just going to move, and then I'm going to Frog Leap. Boop.
Bye,
And
Croak.
I'm going to just end up, because I got to end up within terrain, so I'm probably going to boop, and then boop over to here.
Gotcha. Very mobile. Love it. That's both of his actions, I assume?
Yeah.
I want to go for that frog. We're going to have Shinda on Kirin move about here. Use the inspiration to cast his dragon missile at that frog. That's where we're going to end up. It costs us our inspiration to do the magical beast ability. We're going to cast his... It's called Dragon Magic. He casts a slightly better dragon missile with penetration at the little frog. But, ooh, we got it. We're only mastery 2. It's 6 to cast. So he's hit by 2 missiles. You have cover. But it does ignore 1 degree of armor if you have it.
He only's got 1 armor.
Ooh, it's just 2 damage.
I don't think there's anything I can do about that then, eh? Yep, that's good enough. You're going to get him.
Ooh, and then my second action, because that was effortless, I believe, to do that. It is. I think we're going to be kind of a coward and back up again.
Okay, yep.
Just do like a little magical pair over here, and my melee guys over here are getting
I
smoked.
do hate that guy.
Yeah, I know. I get it. He's fast. He moves 5 casts.
No, the stupid
Oh, the
spellcaster.
stupid mage.
I hate nerds in every iteration.
This is a very expensive force I'm running here, but these guys eat up a lot of the points.
We're going to go with Quag. He's going to put another dot onto the good general there.
No, the general. You can stack dots.
I'm just going to go for another Wrath of Nature onto this.
Right there again.
Nope, I got to show a 5.
5 high, that's right.
I will do a rain dance on this piece because it'll make you lose an inspiration on him.
Oh, that'd be kind of annoying.
So this one I got to show a 3.
That'll do it.
Okay.
Just 1 inspiration?
Yep.
Yeah, he's got 2 left.
Never mind. That you got to be in it.
Oh, it has to be like inside of the ruins or something.
Yeah. So instead, because I rolled 2 4s, we'll say Barkskin onto the big guy would be the other thing I could do.
Yep, can't do
Because I
anything.
don't really have any other spells that would be worthwhile here.
What's Barkskin do? Armor?
Barkskin's armor and 1 inspiration.
Oh, nice. Does it give him shield or armor?
Armor.
Okay, nice.
The Wrath of Nature actually needed the 4s instead of 5s because I would have had the +1 mastery for being close to the big guy, but I didn't roll enough anyway. So
Yeah, double
quick little
threes.
fix, but that's okay.
I forgot that would also affect the arcane mastery, which is pretty big.
Yeah. I'll hit you with a Wasp Swarm then. This is just a range 12 blast 2-inch. Ignore cover.
You're going for the general?
If going for the good general, yeah. He's range mastery. Well, he'd be range mastery 1, but it doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm bringing it up. He'll spend the inspiration to get another hit, sure.
2 hits on the general. Let's see what we roll. We're armor 2 on him. Yep. I'm probably gonna for sure spend inspiration, I suppose. So in the end, you got my inspiration.
Okay.
Activate our Ashigaru. They are in terrain. Now you have to be in it for it to be even more difficult for me.
Yeah. Sorry. Let me see. So Swamp Folk, enemies in the same terrain as you fail terrain tests on 1 and 2, and then she's got it if she's nearby.
Oh, okay,
But
gotcha.
you're safe-ish for now.
Let's try that one. We roll a 3. He's good to activate. We're gonna move. Gonna go.
We're gonna have a support fight, bro.
We might. I'm thinking about it. And the other Ashigaru also rolls a 3. I don't know. Just kind of want him on this side. That's about 6. We'll go up to here. Why not?
We're going to have Ribbits go, and he's probably just going to... You know what? I'm even going to get super fancy with it. So he's just going to frog jump. So he's going to bounce off this one.
Right into the ruins.
And go an additional 6. Ribbit.
Just pepper my mage with bow shots?
Yep. I'm going to cast arrow. I'm going to see if I can do it in such a way that I'd still be within... Yeah, I'd still be able to be within 6
that looks
of him.
good there. And 6 there, there's no problem. Mastery from 1 to 2 or 0 to 1?
Yeah, from 1 to 2.
Yeah, nice. 3 shots. 2, 1 hit?
Yeah, but I'll spend the mastery off of...
oh yeah, that guy
whatever,
there.
this guy.
2 hits it is. I don't think my mage has any armor. What a surprise, he does not. We do have inspiration. We take 2. Can only take 2 more hits.
So I did a frog jump and then an attack, so now I get more frog jumps.
Yes, that's after he attacks.
So after each attack and a frog leap. So yeah, he's just going to go back to where he was.
Goodbye, Ribbits, the elusive.
You know what? He's going to probably be a little bit closer. He's going to be... Actually, no, he'll go right here. No, because then you're going to spellcast me like a jerk.
Well, I can't do that until next round.
I know.
I think my nameless assassin is just going to move up to here. Pretty much it.
Okay, so Shrooms 4, go cast the spear toss.
Oh, they throw spears!
They throw spears.
No!
So this is 2. He's mastery level 0.
I thought as much. That's a hit.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Ashigaru. That's a hit. They have 2 wounds.
Oh, you have exactly 1 health left, which means my blunt spear gets penetration 1. So,
Oh, you're going to charge?
Yeah.
You do have to, if you roll a double 1, it's a new mechanic.
Oh, yes.
It auto fails. As long as you don't get double 1, you're good, yeah.
Wah!
Oh, no. And the free attack action incoming. And
Oh, I got him.
you got a hit. And
Penetration 1.
any mastery, I assume?
Nope.
Nope. Hey! Oh, I don't think I have 2 armor on them. They only have 1 armor. The penetration came into play. He is dead.
Got him.
That's 20 points. The ones are free
Okay,
to
so
go.
General Jerkface. Yeah, let's go. Actually, no, I could be smarter about this.
Fair.
Ah!
Oh, I want to throw spears at him. Yeah, it works too.
No, so yeah, I guess what I'm going to do is move I can move 4 and then not be in range. No, I've got other guys that can jump at you.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to go, we're just going to rush forward.
Move.
Yep.
Hello. And here's the other one.
And this one will go to over right about here for no specific reason.
I understand. We have the general left. We're going to activate him. He's going to use 1 action to get rid of all of his dots. I think he's got 1 action remaining. We're going to use the Will of the Dynasty to activate again, to give the assassin a move action. That is going to be 3, 4. I don't love him coming up this way, but I'm just trying to push up with him. And then my other action is going to be...
I think you shook for an action.
That was effortless. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So he's just going to move into the cover here again.
Oh, that's dangerous.
It is dangerous. I know. I don't want to, but I also want him to be in cover.
Morg's going to go. He's going to frog jump. So he frog leaps. Ba-boing. And he has got heavy landing, so I can jump into combat when I do get an attack action.
Hey, so it's kind of like charging. Very good.
Kind of like charging, but it's different.
Even better. No rolling needed.
Mastery level 1 because I jumped this turn.
Oh, here goes my wizard. So mastery 1, so you got 2 hits.
Yep, and I will go ahead and I'll spend that's his inspiration.
Yeah, way back there, yeah. So
I'll spend that.
3 hits. Hoi!
I hate your rolls.
Ooh, I'll take... So was that an action to do the frog jump to get there?
It's action to do the frog jump, so you got another one coming.
You got another attack coming, eh? Do I want to inspire this? I'll take... I mean, it doesn't really matter what I do, I suppose. I'll inspire that one and take no damage and hope for the best on the next attack.
Okay. Let's hit you with another bouncy strike, because it's +1 mastery if I jump this turn, and I did jump this turn.
Absolutely. 2 hits? Or is he mastery 1?
No, he's mastery 0 to 1.
Yeah.
So he's going to get 1, and I don't have anybody close enough nearby.
That's tight
6. I should have jumped slightly differently, but that's okay.
Is it just like a half an inch?
No, it's like an inch and a bit.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, I only get the 1.
1 hit it is, and then I roll this dice and I take a damage. I got 1 health left.
Okay.
Hi-ya. Beast.
The Beastoise is going to be going and just moving to over about here.
Boom. Right about, it's a move and a move. But
I got the commander, so I could have moved that little guy too, which I probably will go ahead and just truffle shuffle him in such a way that the back of his base is there for no specific reason.
I understand. I've been forgetting my commander. I wouldn't have done much with it. Just this Ashigar would have moved back and forth a little bit. He's content there.
Nalira will go, and I'm going to move up to here. She's the one that if you do terrain tests with an 8 of her, you fail on 1, 2s, and 3s.
Not great. And that'll be it. That'll be her move. At the end of the round, no one is scoring any objectives still. As we go to the third round of the game, would you like to give me the initiative and go first?
I think I will take the initiative now. Yeah,
fair.
Now's the time.
Now is the time. I understand and agree. To do 1 on my Shinda and then 2 on Sen and He. I think it's gonna be a waste because he's gonna die. He's only got 1 wound. I'm just gonna get rid of both. I don't care. I'm gonna phone him in. I'm not gonna try on that guy.
He's gonna accept your fate.
I'm gonna accept. He did enough.
The fat frog getting you.
And then we'll put 2 on the general, 1 on the assassin up there. Yep. Going for the frog first.
Yeah, we'll just do a hammer bash.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll spend 1.
Oh yeah. Please don't roll inspiration, Luca. Oh, I dodged.
I hate you.
Wait, you still have another action.
I'll do it again.
1 more time. Frog bash.
Frog bash, get him!
Mastery nothing. 2 hits with inspiration. Yep. All right, don't make me roll double inspiration here. I would have died. Blessed. Okay, good. I made no wrong call on that. He will cast Dragon Missile, though.
Oh, no.
But when he goes down, he shoots out 3 Dragon Missiles. I'm just going to put him into the guy who took him out. These do 3 saves. But he got armor, and these do not penetrate. Only the one he personally cast does.
So I'll spend this guy's inspiration.
Yeah. You just take 1.
1.
Yeah, 1 damage. I got a little blood marker here.
Thank you.
Worth 75 victory points when he goes down. I get to go next. Very interesting. Go with the Nameless Ninja. He's good against commanders.
That's not great.
We're going to try and make this a thing. We're just going to declare a charge from where we are. Don't roll double 1.
You did it!
It happened! We did the thing. All right. Well, as much as I love random charge,
I wouldn't want to charge that turtle.
they haunt me even in this game. So you can't do anything about that. You can't re-roll that. Nothing. I got to double check. I can't do another charge action either. All I can do is throw Ninja Stars. You cannot declare more than 1 charge action. It turns one of the... there's a few magic charge. I believe flee. There might be another one. Well, that's going to stifle my plans for sure. We're going to throw Ninja Stars. He has range mastery 1 with the Shuriken. And we are going to hit, I guess, 3 times on the... Whenever he throws shurikens, he throws it twice. Oh. So I will hit you... I'll use inspiration, hit 3 times. Yeah. And you take...
I don't have armor right now, so I think I take 1.
2 if you...
Oh, yeah, because I'd have to inspire, eh?
Yeah.
I might just accept the 2 damage.
Yeah, and then you gain armor now.
I gain armor and I gain an inspiration.
And then I will go ahead and throw shuriken again and hit you 3 times.
Ah, jerk.
Inspire to take nothing?
Yeah, I'll take this guy's inspiration.
Yep, that works. Oh no, my assassin! It's the Beastoise's turn.
And by that I mean I think I'm actually going to do Quag.
Oh, Quag, the Mystic.
The Mystic.
Who's getting the dot?
The dot is going to be over onto the good general.
Oh yes. Bugs.
And then let's just start casting.
Wrath of Nature.
Okay, yeah. So I've lost a die, but that's okay. Okay, because he's close to the big guy. He can't being mastery level 2, so I got to show a 4.
Hey. Well, got it.
I get it.
It worked.
So I'm going to target that piece of passable terrain. All enemies in this terrain and in 2 inches from it take 2 hits.
Just 2 hits?
Just 2 hits.
All right. Full armor on the assassin. Oh, he takes 2. And then 1 armor on our little buddy there. I mean, I'll take the hit. They get a little bit better when they have wounds on them. I might as well keep his inspiration for his inevitable death coming up. Yeah, there we go. And what would you like to do next? Next spell?
The next spell, I will do...
The general is in terrain if that matters. You have to spell it.
No.
Fair.
That's what... Excuse me, the one I would have been doing. I'm going to do a rain dance. So I target a terrain in 8. And I'll...
Bark?
Nope, bark skin instead.
Yep. Bark. That looks good.
I get it. He's gonna frog dance because I don't have line of sight. So yeah, he's just chilling.
Okay.
Being a frog.
Me next. This guy's got quite a bit of armor, so I don't want the Ashigar to really go for him. So I have to try and make up points elsewhere. I could have Shinda go. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. We're just gonna have a charge from here. Now I only can fail on a double 1. I'm pretty sure this double 1 mechanic is new for this edition. Big fan. Huge fan.
I think it was one. I think you could still fail because you had to roll your charges last time instead of adding distance to them.
Oh, you added your distance to him before.
I know, but there was still something about.
It was when you were in. They're still in the game now. If you were in terrain when you charged, ones and twos would fail for very hard charges, and ones would fail on hard charges. But I don't think there was any. I don't think there was any penalty for charging in the open, and they wanted to. If you ever have to take a 1 when declaring a charge, you always fail it. So if you roll a double 1 in an open field, you're forced to take one of the ones and then fail your charge.
Gotcha.
But we're going to go ahead and beat this little frog up. We're going to attack with our Dragon Spear after the charge. We're Mastery 2. That is going to be... I suppose I'll use the Inspiration to get 3 hits.
That's pretty good.
Makes the most sense. Didn't get any skulls for crits. He's got crit 1.
I guess I will dodge one and I've got 1 armor.
Yeah, it takes 1. He'll have 2 health left. And now my second action will be an attack. But we're going to attack with the horse this time. He has 4 dice. And he pushes you away. Pushes 2 when that happens. We're going to get... 3 hits. I'll use Inspiration. I don't think an Ashigaru is nearby. And I don't have any other casters nearby to drain... Oh, I guess I could use her, but I don't really care.
She's not a caster.
Oh, she's not a caster.
Nope.
Oh,
Caster's back there.
just that guy. 1.
I will use an Inspiration and end up taking another one, I think.
Yeah. And then he just gets pushed 2 away. Directly away. Middle to middle kind of thing. Yeah. And that's his activation.
So Beastoise is going to spend an Inspiration to charge a little bit better.
Yeah, so you can Inspire Charge to make it... You add 4 to the high die instead of adding 2. So you go 7. Whoosh.
I will just charge him up to there.
Engage him there, but his attacks... He hits everything within 2 inches when he attacks.
He's an AoE too, yeah.
So you'll hit that guy over there too.
We're just going to hit you with the Sequoia Swing. So this is a 4 die damage times 2 AoE 2.
Yes.
So into the ninja.
And what's your mastery?
Not enough to be anything, except for I'm going to hit you 3 times now.
Oof. Hope you roll really well, Ninja. You did not. I could use the Inspiration, but it's not going to help because these will still be 4 damage. So the Ninja goes down, and then we have to resolve it against the Ashigaru as well. Well, he'll do his Dragon Missile first, but it's not going to do much to you, so you might as well roll
It gives me an Inspiration.
True.
If you do.
Ninja's Arcane Mastery 1, he throws a single missile. Oh, you just do a save. Yeah. 1 damage.
I will just accept 1 damage.
And the ninja dies.
Yeah, in retrospect, I will just spend the Inspiration there. That's fine.
That works. And then we have to resolve the attack against the Ashigaru, who's within 2. Yeah. And
Hit you once.
Mastery 1 at least?
Nope.
Does he give it to
Nope, it's
allies?
others.
That's others specifically? Yep.
Yep.
Piercing at all?
Nope.
Ooh. I guess I could spend the Inspiration to keep him around, so I will.
Okay.
Turn. We're going to see what the general can do, but he's got to roll for the terrain. He's okay. We are going to move. I'll let the dot hit me at the end. We're going to move here, and we're going to declare a charge, which we could fail, a double 1. And we're going to go right there. We're going to have the dot follow us around, and we're going to try to destroy this frog. We'll do Honorable Blow, 3 dice. We hit you twice. I'll use an Inspiration for it.
Yep.
Does damage, he gains 3. Might as well. All right, he did a damage.
That's 1, so that's then Morg dies.
And he'll gain 3 Inspiration. Then we'll go ahead and use 2 of that for Will of the Dynasty to have this guy declare a charge. It's going to be a hard charge. We're going to go for your wizard, or your support piece there.
Okay. She's the one that, if you're within 8 of her, you're going to fail on 1, 2s, and 3s, but I don't think it's anything to do with this.
That's only at the start, yeah.
Yep.
I assume. But this is Cav. It always gets inspired charges, so it rolls, it adds 4 to it. As long as I don't roll bad on the other die, that's a failed charge, because it's going to be a hard charge. So we go 1. So I should explain that when it's ever a hard charge or a very hard charge, you must accept a low die roll, no matter what it is. Which means, if you roll a 1 or a 2, because it's a very hard charge, it might just be hard. In this case, it doesn't matter. It might be a very hard charge or a hard charge. I can't quite remember what runes are, but we fail it all the same. We are done there on him.
Yep. So we are just going to go ahead with our little bow frog. And he will go boop.
Bouncy.
Boop.
Bouncy.
Boop.
Bouncy.
Boop.
Bouncy. Perfect. My stuff.
And he'll just throw his short bow attack at you. He is Mastery level 1 built in, so I will spend that and hit you 3 times.
3 hits. He apparently has 3 armor. We're going to go ahead and take, I'll take 2 damage, looks like. Bam. I believe it only has 5, so 3 hits remaining.
Then I will bounce back and just use that to go over here, though.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah. I was going to say, that's 100 points, so you just stay there. I don't really have much else. I got the Ashigaru. We'll activate him. It'll just stand there. And then we can just do the mushroom spores.
You're not going to do anything with the Ashigaru?
No, I'm just going to chill there.
That's okay. So we'll just throw a spear at him.
And that's going to be...
Spear toss.
No, I guess nothing.
There's no inspiration on him. That's okay. He might consider charging you, or he'll toss his spear at you again.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good.
Okay. Well, you have the other ones to go. So.
Yeah, I sure do.
So that one.
I'm gonna go there, and guess what? You're gonna. I gotta go a little closer.
Yeah.
You're gonna meet a spear.
No. Is he close enough for mastery?
I don't think so.
Is it 6?
I don't. Yeah, it is 6. So he can't be close enough and still.
Oh,
be
he can't be able to
ranged.
throw. I see. Yeah.
So he'd be there and not in range. That's okay. He's gonna get you eventually.
And then this.
But he's got a friend.
Happy friend. Throw spear. No.
Dang it.
They only have a 1 in 6 chance.
Do it again.
One more time. Hey,
oh, 2. Yeah, 2 hits.
I like it. And we are we'll take 2. He's got, I think, 1 left. Bam, bam. There we go.
Okay. Just do your Ashigaru. Go stab the turtle.
He's gonna run to the objective. I'm conceding at the end of this round anyway.
Yeah, no, I know you are.
There's not much. There's not much more.
All right, yeah. Let's just go. We're gonna choose commander.
All right.
Charge, because you have 1 left.
That's true. Charge in. And I assume I guess you ignored. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, 1 or yeah. You're in. You made it.
So this one
automatically pass range checks. Yeah, that makes sense. The second. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're good. You're good. It doesn't change anything here.
Are you okay if I do her effortless first?
Absolutely.
I just be able to put that onto him.
Very good. Good luck, little man. Little mushroom. Hey, a hit!
Oh!
2, actually.
Yeah, 2.
And, haha! It's fine. This is dead. This thing's got 3 armor. I didn't make a single armor save. Well, that's okay.
It's piercing 1 now because you had 1 health left.
That's true.
So that was he saw his opportunity
and he took it. Oh, we only have the good general left. A single Ashigaru. You're going to score 100 victory points for claiming this objective this round, and we will concede with the Dragon Empire there and bow to our Sullen Swamp Folk overlords. That was a rough one.
All hail the Hypnotoad.
All hail the Hypnotoad. All right, folks, that is the end of that Bloodfields episode. That is a resounding victory for the Sullen Swamp Folk. They're going to eventually surround my objectives and cap them on points.
Yeah, I got a big giant turtle coming, and I learned that the good general, we fight him last.
Yeah.
If he doesn't move up and engage, we fight him last.
I didn't want to advance with him on his own and get pulled in with Lariel as well.
Yep.
But
that was the plan.
I was too afraid of him. He wants to be near a bunch of his pieces, so I didn't want him being pulled out of position. In fact, I didn't really know how to approach the Sullen Swamp Folks. Everything's got new mechanics, so I wasn't too sure. Like, all the cards had subtle changes in what they did. Like, Nolan the Exile's different, the General's a little different. Pretty much everything got cleaned up and does essentially what it did before, but in a much easier to read way.
Yeah, I mean, like, the abilities are going to work differently and like not be necessarily the same, but the pieces have the same role for the one game that we played.
Yeah, so far the one game. Yeah, yep. like the little mushrooms, you don't spawn the little mycolid spores anymore, but like you don't have to manage that little mini game, but you can get lots of little mushrooms throughout the game just by playing with your mushrooms, getting them into combat, like almost sacrificing them if you need to.
They're still giving up points, but yeah,
That's true,
you totally can just to be like, whatever, like you're gonna come get me, then well.
Yeah.
Just making you make. I usually struggle playing against armies like that, where it's like I might stand back up and be better.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. That's a very appealing mechanic. I'm curious what else is in the line for that army.
I'm curious to see the undead forces that you have.
Yeah, to see what they did.
That. But no, I do got to look at the rest of the Sullen Swamp Folk and see what they are capable of doing.
Now, for the 3rd edition, we kind of showed off most of the updated mechanics. A lot of them are kind of like just cleaning up the wording on like the special abilities, like critical got a little nerfed because like if you had the critical ability on your weapons and you just spiked like 7 hits that were all that just 7 damage, no save at all. Now you have like critical X. Like my assassin had critical 1, so if I rolled like 5 skulls, it'd only ever be 1 would go all the way through your defense. That's a good change against like just big swingy dice rolls. If you can find those off-putting. The assassin actually got I was very disappointed when I failed that double one charge.
You couldn't tell. You hit it very well.
Oh. If the game was over on that die roll, But to play out the game a little bit more to show what that really meant, that assassin had the capability of one-shotting the Beastoise, just because.
It's not like you would have won necessarily, but that would have kept you in the game.
Yeah, because it would have alleviated a lot of the pressure on that flank, and the general could have pushed up maybe. But I was going to have a hard time on the other side of the battlefield as well. But he gets 2 more dice. He throws like 6 dice with high mastery 2 and critical against commanders, and he would have been able to throw 12 dice that attack.
Yeah, that would have been awful.
That would have been awful on the
really
Beastoise.
glad that didn't happen.
You would have had armor on the second one, but it might have been able to take out the big turtle, or at least had the turtle tied up there and not hitting something. The Ashigaru. I am a huge enemy of random charge distances. I've always hated random charge distances, but I've learned to accept them for what they are these days.
It's the nature of the beast.
There's
going to be a lot of different games that have that.
Yeah.
Because I think the only fixed charge distances only work in games that you're not allowed to pre-measure.
Yeah. It's like one of those. I'm like you could be like I hate that you could be an inch away and still fail a charge though. Always bothers me, but it does add a random variance to the game too, where nothing is guaranteed, which is also a good thing. To have in the game.
Luckily, there isn't like a ton of range stuff to really heavily offset that.
No, not really.
There's an okay amount of range stuff, but not.
Yeah, it's more of a melee game, really. Or get in there and scrap, which I like. I do like that wizard was pretty strong, so I had a lot of fun playing him. The list was very elite, and I'm not good at playing elite lists. I like to play numerous lists where you can I like having sacrificial pieces. Nothing in this list was really worth sacrificing other than the 2 Ashigaru. Everything in my list had a purpose.
A very specific purpose.
Yeah, and it's like, I usually like to just walk forward and do stat checks against the enemies. You can't do that with elite lists.
I mean, because the funny back and forth on this is that, because I've got this weird random stand back up mechanic.
Yeah.
And I've got more pieces, and this
should be flipped.
It would be flipped for our traditional play styles.
Yeah.
But frogs are way cooler than samurai, so
That's fair,
I'm firmly entrenched. Anytime you're not playing me in this, you can play them.
I like the undead stuff. These were the list that we had planned to play today. I want to check out the Undead Dominion to see what they gained there and see how their summoning rules work in the new edition of the game. My biggest favorite thing with it, my biggest win in my opinion for the game itself is how clean the cards are. And
you did a really good job with it, yeah.
I found that the old cards were a little intimidating if you're new to the game because it's just loaded with information from top to bottom. But now you have a lot more open area. They got rid of the movement characteristic. That saves a lot of room. They got rid of the damage characteristic on weapons because everything just does 1 damage now. But if they wanted to do 2 damage, they can just add the little affix. This is damage times 2 or damage times 3 if that exists in the game, though I'm not too huge. I didn't see much damage 3 to begin with last one either.
No. But you're right, though. They did clean up the cards overall. Clean up the abilities. They all read much easier.
They all read much easier, too. So you don't have, wizards with 3 different spells on their one ability. They'll have spells on, a little reference card, part of your army roster and things like that. It seems to auto-populate when you do it, which is nice. When you pick certain units in your army with the cards, they'll have keywords like commander, swift, fast, cav, and all that. It'll just load them up and populate as, a little reference card that tells you what those abilities do to define what the unit's trying to do as well. So it's a lot easier to understand at an initial glance, which is the entire goal of this new edition, really, from what we can gather.
Well, it seems very approachable, and I'm pretty darn happy with it. I like the previous iteration of the game. I like this iteration of the game.
Yep, I was happy with the second one. I think the other nice one is all the critical X and all that. They're all. I found a few of them it was a little hard to read at first, I will admit. And now the new, they're all clean, super easy to understand.
Yep.
No issues whatsoever. So I'm very happy with it overall, actually, and I'm excited just to try out all the other armies as well. And there will be a lot more Bloodfields to come, so look forward to that. And I should note again, if you want to get into Bloodfields, go to the link in the description down below. That'll take you to the website. You'll be able to see pretty much all the rules are free. Actually, all the rules are free. All that's available, and you can see what all the models do before you build your list and before you want to.
Yeah, to get the full line of everything and all that, and to
yeah.
see what's out there. See, they got a ton of different factions, and
it's one thing to kind of build a list, but you have to see it in practice to really understand what it's really trying to do there too. So it's play lots of games, it plays quickly, and get lots of practice in, and it's easy to convince a large group of friends to get into as well because all the rules are free. And
it sets up fast, it plays quick, and it's
easy.
Just overall. Darn impressed. I'm happy with it. I was a little bit anxious because I really liked the previous iteration of Bloodfields.
Yes, the same.
And as they're in this playtest version of the 3rd edition, then
they had.
I like the direction that they're taking it.
They were gracious to give us little footnotes on what actually changed, and I was reading the footnotes, and they were just footnotes, so they didn't elaborate fully on what that change meant. And there was a few of them I don't like that. And, they had. they changed out. They made it look like they got rid of the random roll for charging. And as much as I hate random charge distance, I do like not knowing what's going to happen. As much as it frustrates me, I wouldn't get rid of it. And I read it. I'm like, oh, they got rid of the random charge. Everything just like moves 2 or 4. I'm like, this plus their movement. And I'm like, but the footnote threw me off a little bit. And I went to go read the rule. I'm like, oh no, I understand. They just want charges were like way too far before. And I thought I found that with Bloodfields. Some things would be like movement.
You were long bombing stuff.
Yeah, some things would be like movement 6, charging 6, and just like going a foot just out of nowhere. So now it's a little bit easier to kind of control and see where things are going to charge. Everything just moves 4. They could charge an extra 4. So the highest they could...
so they've still got the random charges, and they're just going to clean up how it works.
The max you could charge is 10.
Yep.
Instead of 12 or 11 or whatever, or 12 or 13, whatever some units were able to do before. And it costs them an inspiration if they want to go that far as well. Unless they're capped. They get it for free. Lots of fun things like that, and lots of fun things to try out in the future. So, look forward to more Bloodfields content in the future. And please, as always, leave some feedback down below, especially if we may have missed something in the new edition that you are already aware of.
Or if you have questions about it.
How certain things interact and how they work. We always read the comments. We always respond. So don't be shy. And we'll see you all next time. Happy wargaming, everybody.